Hey there, friends. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you for joining me for another group session. This is going to be a November update for everybody, so what you can expect at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end of the month in your best good. Now, friends, if you haven't been to a group reading before, all good. Just understand, not all messages will resonate, so take what fits and leave what doesn't. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, KellyFergusonReadings.com. And friends, if you enjoy these messages, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. Okay, let's get down to it. I'm going to pull 3 cards, or at least a couple cards, from the Earth Magic deck to see what are the overall energies for this month. And then we're going to check out week by week, or maybe just beginning, middle, end, and see what's coming down the line. Okay, overall energies for all of my peeps here in November. November energies, overall energies, please. Overall energies here. Here, this is what wants to come out. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so definitely some energy and information here with regards to healing and with regards to taking control of your own personal situation. I think all of you very well might be coming to fall back in yourself. And what I mean is really focusing on yourself. And it's funny, I have a collective message that's going to be coming up for you guys in November as well. And these cards are also going into alignment with what I have there. So Gaia and nurturing. And this is truly about slowing things down because you have either been spreading yourself too thin, or you have been too focused on the material things of getting this done, completing this, all of that stuff, but you're not taking time for yourself, and you're not taking time to really realize what you need to do to keep balance within yourself, with your physical, mental, and emotional body. This is really asking for you to take good care in so many different ways, okay? And I also feel that this is talking about, you know, how I said you're spreading yourself thin. This is also energy that you can control yourself. Now, we can't always control the fact that we have jobs, we have to be here, be there, we have to go buy groceries, all that stuff, okay? But you are not taking the actual steps it takes to say, no, I'm gonna take time for me now, okay? Ceremony and invocation. If you want it, you can have it. But you have to be able to set down the time and say, I deserve this, and then put it aside to actually make it happen. This is about initiating energy. This is about even, perhaps for some of you, creating a new routine, whether this is a morning routine, an evening routine, where you can know and rely that you're going to be setting time aside for yourself, whether it's to read, whether it's to read a book, whether it's to have a bath, whatever that looks like for you. You need to proactively set some time apart to take care of you. And this is something that you haven't done for a while. So as a result, you might have to change things up, which might feel uncomfortable for you for a period of time. But no amount of positive transformation comes easy. So get out of your comfort zone and come back to yourself. Check it out. Cave and sanctuary. It is 100% saying you need to take time for yourself, even if you have like a little bit of private time in your own house, if possible, okay? If you need to employ assistance from spouses or from other family members to be able to say, everybody, know and understand that for the next 20 minutes, I am not to be disturbed. You need to take the steps to do that, okay? And also this is indicating that there's some things in life right now that maybe you have lost your connection with, you know, that joie de vivre, okay? So if you enjoy painting, drawing, reading, running, cycling, being out in nature, whatever that looks like for you, come back to what makes your heart go pitter-pat, okay? Because you have been working so hard lately. And so in a couple of areas, the universe is clearly sending you messages of you taking the proactive approach to taking rest and time for yourself, but also taking the time to have a little bit of fun based on what fun looks like for you. Okay? All right. So beginning of the month, what can we expect to come across our plates? Beginning of the month, here we go. So some of you, yeah, okay. So some of you are really feeling heavy. Some of you also might be feeling very insecure in life right now in terms of either money and finances and your ability to make money, or what this is going to look like in the future. You also might be kind of stuck in the middle of transition, meaning I'm looking in the past and I'm not happy with where I've come from, but I'm having a difficult time seeing the positivity about moving forward into the future because you're anticipating the same energies to stay stuck. And sometimes that can happen, right? When things are not feeling good, sometimes it makes sense that things are going to continue to feel bad, but it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, it's all generated from your own frequency. So if you're holding the energy of, oh man, this is never going to work out, well, guess what? You're going to continue to swim in the energies of this is never going to work out, and you're going to call energies of it'll never work out. There's some things that you need to do to prepare to bring on change for yourself, and I see you're not 100% ready to do that. Like I said, these cards are speaking out very clear. You have to make changes in yourself to bring forward these opportunities to have rest for yourself. So important, friends. So important. I know this might seem like a fluffy message, okay? But when it comes to maintaining our own frequencies within ourselves, if we don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you, okay? We can no longer neglect ourselves in terms of what feels right and keeping our health the way it needs to be, whether it's mental health, physical health, emotional health, whatever that is, okay? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're not feeling chill and you're not feeling in control, and you used to be, perhaps, or things have worked for you in the past, but this is saying right now you're just not feeling yourself. You're not feeling cool. Why? Because you're too busy looking at all the what if situations and all the things that haven't worked out and materialized for you right now, okay? Do not spend all your time and energy in this type of energy, because again, you're just going to call more nonsense to yourself. You'll call more frustration to yourself. 8 of Cups in reverse is telling you that you are ready to, or the universe wants you to take a step up, but you might be a little bit too stressed and feeling insecure in order to make those big brave steps, okay? So whether you need to have a meditation or whether you need to connect with friends who are going to love you and support you in the best good and give you positive momentum and support, you really need to do that, because the universe is begging for you to take care of yourself and level up. Okay, middle of the month, November. What can we expect? What energies? Middle of the month. I just saw the 7 of Pentacles, which is great, which should talk about you starting to work away and chip away at things and get positive momentum. Okay. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, this card didn't come out. The 7 of Pentacles didn't come out, but we've got very similar messages here. So if you start to be aware of these mindsets and you legitimately put in a new routine to bring in some sort of peace or balance for yourself. 5 of Swords in reverse, right? You stop fighting. The nastiness stops. The overthinking stops. And this also might mean as well that you put boundaries in place with other individuals that are maybe contributing to you being overworked and overwhelmed. Many of us sometimes this is also our own faults in some ways, because we say yes. We all naturally want to say yes to help this person, to help this person, to help this person. So when you start saying no and putting boundaries in place, sometimes people won't like you for that. Sometimes they'll call you selfish or whatever the case is. But we're talking about you. We're talking about your lovey heart. And if you're not willing to put changes in place in order for you to get access to the new energies and to the new habits you need to bring in, then you're gonna sit in the same energy. 5, right? Instability. You're turning things over. You're putting boundaries in place, and as a result, you're starting to pull back some more of the covers and focus on yourself. 9 of Pentacles. That's when you remember who you really are. That's when you call back your strength, when you call back all the power that you've given away or left behind. And this is you realizing that even though things in the past hadn't worked out the way I wanted to, that you're not actually that far off the mark once you bring yourself back into your center, once you remember who you are within the core of your strengths. And then what happens? 4 of Pentacles. You let go of the fear of not being able to support yourself, of repeating either situations or occurrences that have happened that led you to this negative feeling. You're just kind of like, you know what? No flies on me. This doesn't have to be on me anymore. This doesn't have to be my truth anymore. I'm allowed to rewrite my story. You're capitalizing on your strengths and you're remembering that strong person that you are. November is going to be a challenging month for many of us, especially with regards to balance, okay? And that's definitely going to come out in my collective reading as well. End of the month for my beautiful peeps. Okay, there's one right there. Yeah. Okay, so I really feel, again, going in alignment with some of the channeled messages that are going to be coming out. You're really going 2 steps forward, 1 step behind. And I think that you're really practicing the new steps that you're taking in terms of creating your new routine or creating a new mindset that's going to be more sustainable instead of just bringing things in bit by bit. Okay, we're talking about sustainable, long-lasting, implemented change, okay? Five of Wands, it starts to be a little bit challenging. And I feel that once you kind of hit the ground running with this Nine of Pentacles, you start things off with your new routine, with your whatever that looks like for you. But then you find it either hard to maintain, or you've done it for a week or two and then you're like slipping back into your old routines, okay? The only person who's going to keep you on point is yourself. It's great to have cheerleaders. It's great to have friends that can motivate us. But if you don't have that, you're going to have to be your own self-motivator. Catch yourself when you're starting to slide a bit and bring yourself back into the space of calm, of control, of remembering why we're making the changes that we're making them, okay? Nine of Swords in reverse. Again, we're going up and we're going down. So you are really kind of stuck between, I think that a lot of you are going to be in 4D energy this month. Now, 4D as opposed to 3D or 5D. So 3D energy is going to be that fear-based energy of, oh man, I have to do this and I have to do this or else nothing will ever work out, etc. Okay? 5D is all love, all trust, all grace, being in alignment and trusting the universe that you will have all the abundance you need. 4D is being stuck right in the middle of do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I. And it almost like having a more overwhelming sense of urgency because all those hard thoughts of no it won't, no it won't, no it won't come and smack you in the face, okay? So be aware that this is just a mind game, my friends. It is just your mind asking you to chew and to think about all the negative things that could happen. Don't take the bait, because this is really just an offer from the universe to say, where do you want to manifest from? Do you want to manifest from the lower levels, or do you want to take it to the sky, right? Four of Swords is going to be very helpful for you, okay? This card, and so if this resonates for you, take it. But this card is really talking about you taking action and ownership over calming your mind down and not allowing yourself to get overwhelmed. Your mind will tell you any stories, and as long as you subscribe to those stories, you're hooked into it. And next thing you know, you're paddling down the river of negativity and doubt, okay? So be observant of your thoughts. Be observant of what your thoughts are trying to tell you and what they're trying to hook you into. It feels very good and satiating to be able to sit in those victim stories, but they keep you stuck in the same place. So friends, see those victim stories that are coming up and look at them and say, I don't need you anymore because you're not helpful and you're not going to get me to where I need to be. And then take a little bit of time to sit in the present moment and to absorb the presence of the present moment. Present moment manifestation isn't just about looking around and being like, okay, I'm in the present moment. But what about being in the present moment? Are you just sitting there biding your time, twiddling your thumbs? Or are you sitting here and realizing that in this moment, I have everything I need? That I can feel amazing and I can feel as connected to the universe as I was when I was born into this physical world. When you connect to that energy, you know that you really are one with oneness and that all the infinite possibilities are at your fingertips. But unless you choose stability of the mind, you are always going to be playing the what if game and going 2 steps forward and 1 step behind. So friends, do yourself a favor. Initiate these changes, make a new routine, keep yourself on track with it and call yourself out, not for not doing things the new way, but for remembering that if we're going to bring in new routine and new habits, it's going to be a little bit hard going at the beginning. But once you get over that hump, you are going to be so, so good. Friends, this is all within your hands. It's going to be a challenging month. You hang on there and be your own best cheerleader, and you're going to be able to bring in beautiful change for yourself that is long-lasting and sustainable. Thank you so much for hanging in here for this beautiful November forecast, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you, friends.